So we do have a system today. I'm going to be joined by Griffin in the booth. Let me bring him in.
There he is.
All right, I'm going. Yo. Hold on.
Hey, Dev.
Hello. How's it going?
What's good? Are you live? I think Shanks just joined the lobby.
Cool. Yeah, I've just gone live.
Nice. What's up, chat?
Yes. Was Gucci. Yeah, very exciting game happening today. I know that you've probably spent more time with Killa than many players here, especially in kind of recent months. What are you thinking going into this game?
Yeah, I mean, Killa is a legendary player. He had his run in online competitive kind of before a lot of us even showed up, including myself, just kind of dominating KOC and also on Catan Universe, I believe he was #1, and he's made a resurgence as of late. We've been learning a lot from each other and just sharing ideas. Incredibly talented player, and exciting to see how his game stacks up against these three powerhouse players that are, in recent memory, some of the best.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Shanks has been playing a lot of Catan for a long time at a really competitive level, and Pig, I was saying, is a lot fresher to the scene compared to Killa, but he's done a lot in the time that he's here too. Yeah, definitely going to be an interesting matchup.
Launching the game on my end here. Apparently, they have started.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we do have Mr. Roadog helping us keep track of all the excitement. All right.
Oh, it's a juicy board.
Okay, I like that. Here we go. And we're in. And this is Pig up first, Rudix in second, Killa in third, and Shanks in fourth. What are you seeing on this board here, Griffin?
I mean, like the top of the board is definitely popping out.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like that stack of wheat up there, and if you're not on one of those, you're not going to be making a lot of wheat all game. So that's the biggest thing that I see of like something like an 8-4-10, 8-5-10, 18-11 sort of thing, or 8-9-10 even if you want to just take the stack of wheat.
Mm-hmm.
But like considering all this resource combination, to me it looks like the best spot is going to be 8-4-10, mainly because of what we see at the bottom of the board with all this sheep and wood.
Yeah, exactly. That big ore spot as well, very limited ore. So much wheat to go with it, and a lot of clumps as well. Seeing this 5-3-9 down here, 8-9-10 at the top. Yeah, I'm wondering who really likes all this wood sheep. Maybe that's just a reason to take some of the good brick wheat at the beginning. That 8-4-10 at the top left is really, really nice. 8-5-10. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, good way to find that one by Pig. I think the outs
Mm-hmm.
are super clean here. If it's like even if it's like 9-4
Yeah.
is the worst case, even like a
Coastal. Yeah.
5-9-12 or something like that. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna find himself a playable spot. And even if he's playing 4 resources, he's got a 3-1 port to go to, so should be a pretty solid game from Pig here.
Yeah, not to get too wacky, but there's even something like this 8-11 wood wheat on the right building onto the 6-11, which give you some nice city materials and roads.
Sure.
Second pick though, I think now you probably do have to decide between the 5-8-10 and the 3-6-4. Okay, it's been decided.
Personally, I would have done 6-3-4 because
Hmm.
there is actually from second pick, I don't believe that there's a way to lock up the wheat entirely. If they take something like 8-10-11, 8-5-10, I think you're more than happy to just take 5-9 and point left to the 9-10.
Hmm.
But 8-5-10 is still going to be playable. We'll see what plan he has in mind for that. It could be the 6-11. It could be like 6-3-2 into the wood port. Those are just a couple of things that I see there.
Andy Joe in the chat, A-Rod in the chat, Salmas. Very tough board for Shanks. Why is that? Not very good sheep port? He's got a sheep port play.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's definitely a no-brainer pick for Sam. really, really good spot, considering the spots that are going to be left to him after
Yeah.
Shanks picks. So
Yeah.
6-3-4 should be a no-brainer here.
Yeah, I mean, we can see actually this 6-3-4 is probably going to get a brick wheat spot in the center, or just that 9-5 to 10-9, which is also very strong. It's pretty hard to go wrong with that. 5-9, 5-8-3, 5-8-3,
6-5-3.
6-5-3. Right, yeah. Big old sheet put. 6-4-3 to 9 for his money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
9
if I know
fours.
Shanks, he will not leave Sam the triple hex wheat spot if he takes 6-3-4. So I think it'll be more so Sam looking at the 5-9 if Shanks decides to take 8-10-11. Like
Yeah.
6-3-2, 8-10-11, or 6-5-3, 8-10-11 even, all reasonable spots for fourth, just to get high production, get onto that 3-1 port, and probably even get the 4-3-2 as an expansion.
There's some discussion going on here about placements. Why don't we jump in and take a listen?
Yeah, definitely.
6-4-3, 8-10-11, 6-5-3. There are things I'm looking at for sure. What is there something in your mind?
Part of me says to take the 6-4-3, and then the other part says to take like 8-10-11 or 8-9-10. I don't know. Kind of hard. What would you do if I took 6-4-3?
Probably go 6-5-3, 8-10-11, or 9-5. Not sure.
Okay. Reasonable. All right, let's try it. See what happens.
All right. Well, it seems that there wasn't anything conclusive out of that yet, but Killer has gone for the good all pick.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like it's always the nice move to, as a third picking player, to kind of just address your fourth picking guy and say, hey, what are you thinking here? But in this case, there's not much to discuss, because for Sam, there's going to be a weak spot no matter what he picks.
Right.
8-10-11 does lock the wheat, and that's probably a little bit less ideal for Sam, because getting on the triple shared 8 would be beautiful, like with 8-3-11 or even 8-9-10. But we'll see what Shanks prioritizes here. Is he going to play defense, or is he going to play offense? If he's playing defense, he'll take 8-10-11, 6-5-3. If he's playing offense, he'll take 6-5-3, 5-9.
Yeah, right. And there is also a question, maybe Shanks is interested in coercing someone into taking the 9-4 down here. It might not be the best option for Rudix, but I think by the time you get down to Pig, it's at least an option. Coordinated fours, relatively decent all-wheat sheep, and maybe there is some arrangement to even open up the sheep spot if that's still there.
Yeah, there's definitely a way where the board gets pretty locked up here, heading back into the Pig's pick. Like 8-10-11, 6-5-3. Sam takes 5-9, and Rudix takes 5-9-3 or 5-9-11 or 5-3-11, one of the two. In that configuration, the board is pretty locked up, and Pig has to pick between 6-11 and 4-9, it looks like.
Yeah, and there's a good point here, which is from Naijah, current reigning CPI champion, that this 4-2-3 could well be open. It's not really a killer spot for anyone, about as low production as it gets, and not extremely valuable in terms of what it offers you expansion-wise either. So if Shanks is taking this, like you said, kind of more balanced defensive pick, he can definitely open up the 4-2-3 and the 6-2 to go with it. It's a lot of production, potential for a good role play. Quite hard to block because it's just a lot of cards. It's an option.
Yeah. To me, knowing Shanks' game, that's something that I think he would thrive in.
He likes production a lot.
6-5-3, 8-10-11, 3-4-2, 6-2, and then just build a road network out, get a ton of production up, and maybe sneak road for the
win. There you go. And he's done it. Pointing right is interesting, but pointing up, Pointing up seems riskier, actually.
Yeah, I mean, right's great here. As we've went through, the outs are likely going to be 6-11 or 9-4 for Pig, and if he does end up going 9-4, then Shanks can eventually get his way onto that door in the game.
Looks like we have some deals happening here in the chat. Let's drop in.
Big. That leaves big so much space with the sheep and stuff.
That's true. Do you want to do 6-11? Because it I mean, it ends up giving Pig quite a bit as well, right?
I mean, it's either gonna be the 6-11,
Yeah.
or like the, I don't know, either the 5-9-12 or the 3-5-11 probably.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay.
Because like, yeah, no matter what we do, Big gets a decent setup anyway, so.
It's true.
That was my hopes.
Yeah, did well in that regard for sure. Okay. All right. Try it. See what happens.
Might see a deal here for sheep, Pig.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if Rudix is going to leverage this position as to whether he wants to lock this, lock these 3 spots, or not. If Pig can offer any amount of value, it might be worth it for Rudix to leave him a fob.
So Pig, what were you thinking?
What do you want?
I guess it's more of a question, what do you want?
I mean, I don't really mind. I can play quite a bit of different things.
True. Very
Like
true.
5-3-11, 5-9-12, 8-11, like 9-4, like anything basically.
Very, very true, yeah.
I don't really have much preference, to be honest.
Actually, now that I look at it, 9-10's kind of good for you too. Maybe I should have thought about that a bit more.
Big, if I go 5-9-12, do you leave me the 3-5-11?
5-9-12. I mean, yeah, I think so. If you just trade me like a sheep 1-for-1.
Sure.
Wait, Rudix, I mean,
What's
there are other people in that area too.
I know.
Not sure if it's like
It-
guaranteed.
If you do
Well,
5-3-11 down, I'm not taking 5-9-12 as well. If you want to do the safe way.
And then
If
the
you do the
same
sheep
deal,
1-for-1.
like the sheep, sheep 1-for-1?
Yeah, yeah. Either way, I just want a sheep 1-for-1, and I won't take either spot.
Either spot. Can I do that deal with you, Piggy?
Which,
Okay, I'm
Like
down
how?
for the deal, Piggy.
yeah.
Interesting stuff, Griff. Yeah, I was actually gonna say we might even see it. There is an out for Rudix to maybe take something like the 5-3-9 and look at getting that sheep for wheat trade with Pig, who is gonna start on wheat, is gonna make a lot of wheat, and needs the sheep. So they found something similar.
Yeah, what's interesting is that the locking thing never never got discussed. I mean,
Mhm.
Big kind of outright said there, if 5-9-12 is open, I'm not going to take it, which
Yeah.
actually surprises me.
Not a
5-9-12
bad spot.
5-9-12 to 6-12 looks like a pretty complete setup once you have it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think by guaranteeing himself that first sheep, Pig actually creates a ton of value where he can just get his first
8-11 to
set.
6-11. I talked about this one, didn't I? This was one of the spots.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I think this is
Yeah.
going to be a really, really good game. Everybody's got something to play for here.
100%. We've already hit 2 11s, by the way, which is actually a really big deal in the context of the brick on this board. That is a lot. Now, Shanks has just been completely killed off on this road on the 8-10-11, but he's going to have plenty of brick even to be able to hit that 5-9-12 if he rolls the 6 before the 8.
Yeah, that's true. I believe he
3 brick already.
started with the 6-5-3 as well.
No, I think he started with the brick.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, 3 brick. Okay, so Shanks has actually just dropped to the 4-2-3. Okay, Rudix and Killa have actually made a no plow for no plow deal. I guess Rudix, as in, okay, so 5-9-12 and 9-4 are both secure. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good call.
All right, like that.
Yeah, especially with Rudix rolling those couple bricks, it's nice that Sam got out ahead of that. Because his 4 is less likely than Rudix's 8, and just a couple of 8s would invite the plow and leave Sam in a scary position. I wonder what kind of value he gave up for that, but it's a good call. Yeah, this 5 coming down is probably the most effective block on the board, if there wasn't all this brick already.
Right.
But I think with Pig starting with a wood and a wheat, rolling the wheat, he can target steal a brick out of bricks. And he missed.
He did indeed miss, yeah. Okay. So we're seeing Shanks already down to the 4-2-3, setting up quite a nice road game. Rolled up on the brick, and Pig has got a lot of wheat to offer here, and Rudix does like wheat in this position. The 10 is not great for him. Sam has secured the 9-4, and assumedly the 9-10, considering what Pig is probably going to be playing for here.
Yeah, so looks like Pig had to give a non-steal to Rudix to get that deal across the finish line. Solid idea. Rudix shares a ton of spots on this board, so he is going to be getting blocked quite a bit, and a non-steal actually has a lot of value.
Rudix and Killa and Rudix. Oh, Pig, sheep 1-for-1. What is going on?
Yeah, the more sheep that Pig earns himself in the future,
yeah,
the scarier it's going to get once this double or wheat comes into fruition.
that is pretty interesting.
If Pig throws up a city and starts asking for these future sheeps, I think we might see them fall off the table pretty quickly.
Yeah, that is definitely a possibility. Okay, there's that 10 actually. Very. Just after Rudix traded in for the wheat too, and gave a rare brick away to Pig. He's now got another wheat.
Yeah, a little bit of a punishment when you trade for the resource you don't have and then it rolls. But I think Rudix had 3 brick anyway, and it kind of just rebalances his hand. He doesn't need more than 2 brick for this early stage of the game.
Yeah. And speaking of which, he's going to be looking at that first 8 roll to come through. Shanks actually goes for the wood port. Very interesting.
Wow.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. Looking to also deny Pig a spot, which may become relevant later. If those 8s are rolling a lot, he definitely could benefit from a wood port.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really good move from Shanks. He sacrifices a little bit of speed. Maybe he didn't have the settlement, I'm not sure. But he sacrifices a little bit of speed. Like, it's a pacing play. He gets the wood port instead of the 3-4-2, which is going to pay off so much later because his next step is going to be doubling up the 6 wood.
Yeah,
and that'll make his
exactly.
city come very naturally.
Yeah, and you weigh that value up against effectively only doubling the 3 sheep. and yeah, definitely long term, he's going to get a lot more out of it. Okay. Nice. And, you know, it's hard to say right now, but this does also open up the potential for some crazy plow onto the 10 ore, which I don't think Shanks hates either, in theory.
That would be a wild one.
That's expensive, and but we've seen crazier things happen. Okay. All right.
Looks like Pig is trying to get a free sheep here or something. Or is this just an offer? Oh, it's an insurance offer. Let's see. Rudik's at 8 cards. Yeah, it looks like Pig's got plenty of wheat, and so dish 1 for 2 cards here.
Let's listen into some of this table talking then. Looks like an insurance deal.
Is there no way you're trading the wood, Killa?
Yeah, I need it right now.
Even like this?
Let me think. Yeah, even like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
Sam
so
knows
your deal is
Sam
done, right,
knows
with
that
Rudix?
trading
Like for the
trading
sheep.
that
So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still
trading
use
that
sheep.
settlement to Pig would be a terrible idea because he kills any advantage that he has for the rest of the game.
Right,
So
yeah.
Sam really needs to delay that settlement as long as possible, and it seems like Pig
Yeah.
is going to be pretty close to it anyway.
Yeah, and Pig's not spent sheep, but it seems like he does have future sheep coming in from Killa. So yeah, definitely from Shanks from Killa's position, he likes that trade, of course. It's with a sheep port that puts him a solid step closer to a very nice city, but the value of the city is also kind of reduced by having Pig on the 6-11 in the first place, with better wheat production and with better road building as well. So yeah, Killa's going to need to get a little bit extra value out of it to justify sacrificing that advantage this early.
Yeah, what's nice for Sam and Rudix is even though they both clearly have the slowest start in this game, the deal that they made of no plow for no plow allows them to go for the spots that are better for them first.
Right.
So Sam's going
Right.
to get to the 9-10 and Rudix is going to get to his port, which is huge because Sam needs the double ore to compete with Pig, and Rudix needs a port to get through all of his stuff that isn't ore.
Right. Okay.
This
That
could
4
be a
is
road
heating
stop.
up. Did that 5 pop?
It did not, but it started with the brick.
Oh, it did.
so-
It did.
but
5 rolled.
it was blocked.
No, it was open. He made
Okay.
he made the brick, yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Mm.
So, not sure what he could be missing here.
Well, for 2 sheep, I think this would be. If he's got the 2 wood, did he get stolen from?
No, he did not. I think he doesn't have any sheep, but the only card he has to offer is ore. And so the right price for ore is probably 2 sheep, but if it's getting you a road settle, you might have to just suck it up and
He's giving away all though.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I
want to hear Sam talking this trade through.
Because right now you're at 7. You go down to 6. You never 7 out by your turn.
think
And-
this could be a city because he's making
not.
the R
Yeah.
back
Not a
with the
city.
sheep.
No, I
It-
think
no,
it's
it's
road
not.
settle. I think it's
Okay.
It's
road
not a
settle.
city. It's not a city. It's
Okay,
just
okay,
a
okay,
settle.
okay. Yeah,
But I think
I
road
don't
settle
remember
is
the
maybe
trade roll.
worse than city. Like 9-10 is pretty
Yeah.
big.
Okay,
Yeah, the 3 didn't roll.
that's fair. So let's try this then.
Mm.
All right. Do it with Rudix, I think, because you already built 2 roads, Shanks.
I can give a non-block with that.
You can give a non-block. Can you give a non-block? Rudix?
I can do the same.
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm taking the non-block out. Do with Rudix then, but
All
Rudix,
right,
I'm not
I'll take the
giving it
non-block.
back.
I'll take the non-block. Non-block.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, so we've seen this happening a lot, actually, like
Yeah.
a ton in games where when there's an open deal and it's being battled for between 2 people, it essentially becomes a race to the bottom.
Yeah.
And really, really good for the person offering. We saw Aja in the first game take advantage of this beautifully, where everybody wants to get the deal themselves and the price just gets higher and higher and higher. And it's always good for the offerer.
Yeah, and then effectively, by offering what appears to be a more attractive trade, he's offering a 1 for 2 before. He offers a 1 for 1, but then eventually manages to squeeze some extra value out of it anyway. So he's got a 1 for 1 and a non-block. And the choice of who to do it with, I guess, until Shanks took it back. So
yeah, so he makes the
Got
deal with
soloed,
Rudik. Shanks rolls the 7, and Sam pays the price.
yeah.
Can't fault him for any of the ways he played that turn. I mean, he started by trying to value his ore properly, and because it was his turn, he didn't get the value he wanted. And then he dialed it back, and then the people who wanted his cards started battling for it. Unfortunately, that resulted in a solo block.
Yeah, and what's funny is he did actually have to deal with Shanks for the non-block on the table. So, okay, 9-4s are now live. There's coordinated 9 with the sheep port. It's a nice spot for Killer here for sure. And there's a lot of wood off that 4. Shanks has settled the 4-2, so he has got some taste of ore production. He's got much more balanced wood brick. Probably looking to expand to the 6-2, doubling that ore spot and also getting a free cut on the 6 now.
Yeah, if the 9 rolls in any capacity over the next couple of orbits, Sam is gonna catapult in this game because he's the only one with any action on it. It's a really good roll for him.
Yeah, definitely. And that 9 wheat is it's not going to be blocked for quite a long time, I think. Oh, wow. Okay. And also, with the 9-4 settle, Sam is also on the brick port, which there's not a huge amount of brick here, but, we're looking at what is already quite a flexible development card buying setup. And if you're pulling a mono, there are definitely some opportunities for good Monopoly plays. If the 5 rolls, and you're going to be able to take sheep to go with the brick that you can also port, or the 4 to get a potential rolled steal, something like that. Always good to have a lot of ports as an always sheep player for when that clutch mono comes in.
Something I'm just thinking about here as I'm reevaluating the board is that Sam and Shanks have entirely complementary setups. 4s go with each other. Sam has that doubled wood and Shanks on the wood port. Shanks has excess sheep and Sam's on the sheep port.
Yeah.
So it's going to set them both back that they started the game not working well together. So they're going to have to find a path towards doing so. This is a pretty good deal for Sam. He has 4 wood.
Closer. Let me try to find a trade that might work out.
Rudy did get an ore here last time.
Yeah, realistically, the best thing would be like a 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
I mean, there could be a 3-way trade. Like,
3-way
have
trade.
a lot of brick, which you could probably port into an ore, right?
Yeah. Would this be of interest? Like 3 for 4? And Piglet can give you like some of the other cards.
That's a settle for Killer.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have brick, which I would trade for like wood and wheat, but like if that helps you port, but I feel like that probably puts you further from the city.
Yeah, well, basically this trade just gives you the road settle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, unless this actually just gives you a city, then I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, it doesn't at the moment.
Yeah,
So-
but both black and pink, I think they both have ore. So they might
I
be
don't
able
have
to...
ore.
Okay. Do you have other cards to trade besides wheat?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Yeah.
Killer going for a pretty chunky trade there, trying to get into the rolled settle, which would have come in handy.
Yeah, I think that's a missed opportunity. Mainly because Sam asked for exactly what he wanted to the person in last. Or the person last to just pass their turn on 7 cards instead of, find some goodwill, making them actionable somehow. Pretty sure Sam's hand right now is just 4 wood, a sheep, and an ore. So
Yeah.
even a wood for a wheat, just to buy some love with Rudik, just keep their relationship going, I think would have been worth it.
Yeah, I think it may have been maybe slightly overzealous because it doesn't look like that would have given Rudix the city. The 8 hasn't rolled, and he really is just looking for some way to unstick his hand. I think it was interesting they were talking about the city there. I think a city is probably not desirable at this stage of the game for most people's radar. Here we go. He is still trying to get the same trade now. It's a little bit cheaper for Rudix than it was before. It's still a good trade.
Yeah. So if Sam can get this, this deal is absolutely out there. Everybody needs the wood in Sam's hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it in excess. So
Well, he's gonna go for it. Let's see what he can hustle here.
yeah, he's got to try to get multiple deals at once before the table realizes that they should all just not trade.
Exactly. See how it goes.
I would do this trade.
Doesn't give me saddle. CD, by the way. Not nor saddle.
All right, I think I like this one.
Wood
All
or
right, so
Now he's going
you
to
want
offer
this,
1 for
Biggie?
1 with pick.
No. I want this.
I don't
you
have that.
That would take the settle out of Sam's hands, so he can't do it.
I could do my next
do an
one
offer brick.
for 1 for 1.
No, he gave the order Rudix.
All right.
Sitting at
Wait,
I mean,
wait,
once,
so he really
once you
needs to
get
get
this
this
settled,
1 for 1 through if he
my
wants the road
setup
settle.
better. So,
Right.
like, actually, I want the sheep
Wondering
now,
if
actually.
there's
You
a
want the
way that he
sheep
can
now?
let someone onto his port for
Okay.
some temporary use.
Mm.
Sheep. Okay, so then our deal's done, right?
Yep.
Okay, he takes the 2 roads.
Anybody looking for this?
And that's the future sheep, and this is the excess sheep they're still trying to get rid of, and no one wants that.
Shanks, do you want this?
Killer really wants this road settle here. And it's such
I wanted
value.
the trade. I want the ore, but you traded.
Yeah, it's, I
so-
mean, it's right for them to
Yeah,
not give him
yeah,
everything he
sure.
wants here. Just
Yeah.
lay the road.
I agree.
Mm.
It's a very, very strong expansion, that 910.
What would you guys want in the future for Just
Got an
asking.
update from our sideline reporter here. Pig
Mhm.
initially said he didn't want his sheep trade this turn. But once he realized that Sam was right there on the road settle, he said, all right, I want that sheep out of here.
Yeah.
But
Next
Sam just
door.
made it happen.
Next
Oh,
or
wow.
1 for
That's
1. All right, so
really,
let me
really,
Next
just-
really
all
big.
1 for 1. Wow. And he actually does get the huge expansion.
Like,
910
we're
is
just gonna
so
fall
big.
behind Rudix. We're gonna do something.
And now we're talking about
Yeah.
how
Or need
Pig
a
gets
bait
advantage getting
first.
onto that 6. Now, Kill has expanded onto
we can
Pig's
think of
10
something on your turn,
and
maybe?
improved his wheat.
Yeah,
Getting
yeah.
interesting.
I mean, if I can help your
All
insurance.
before
then
Pig even got
definitely.
that settle down. So Pig was so close on that 1 turn, and he couldn't get the trade through. He had to buy a dev.
Yeah.
Now he's been delayed multiple orbits
Mhm.
and falls way behind in this game.
Right. Yeah, very big for Killer, making himself a bit of an early target. I think I was saying the 9 might not be seeing blocks at this stage in the game. You could argue that the 9 is one of the best blocks available, at least until Shanks has got that 6-2 settled down. It's going to be tough to block with that 8 is being shared, the 4 is shared, the 11 isn't great. Got this 5 sheep block, but chances are people are going to be looking to punish Sam for this early start, and it's definitely doable.
It is definitely doable on that 9. The good news is he's got 2 ports to make up for
That's
it.
true. That's true. Yeah, quite interesting. And he is on that 10 now as well, so the 6 block definitely goes down in value.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, Rudix is just sitting on 12 cards here. Amazing.
Wow. Is this an opportunity for Pig to mono out of his hand?
Yeah, it looks like the board is just entirely freaking sheep right now.
Yeah, and Shanks is securing an ore from Killer the next time it rolls, which
Yeah. That's huge
Again.
because Sam's next step is a city, and so that's really going to slow him down. He's going to
That
take
is
all the
huge.
routes for the next couple orbits. He's only making pretty much 1 card roll. The 9 is a huge money roll, but
this is also one of the situations where I think I'm going to assume it wasn't discussed that porting for an auto by a dev counts exactly the same, and if Killer is going to be blocked on this 6, this is a trade that works very well for him. The next time he's got ore, it kind of means that his 6 is going to be unblocked, and if it's not, then he's not going to have to give any cards to Shanks.
yeah.
So maybe the 10 just going to roll anyway, and it resolves
He does.
itself.
Yeah. The nice thing is, I'm pretty sure the ore trade is gonna give Shanks a city because he's already banked a couple ore, I believe.
Yeah, he's definitely stolen one.
And when that 10 rolls, he's gonna get an additional ore. He's gonna have a port. And he's gonna have enough wheat. So that city coming down for Shanks is gonna be massive.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll either be Pig or him to get the first city.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Shanks went 4-3-2. You could use that extra roll to get 5-9-12. Yeah, the 5-9-12 is quite an anomaly on this board. You know, Rulix has not even spent a card yet, and Killa is on 4 points with 2 ports, double ore, a doubled wheat roll, wood, brick. Rulix is going to have to figure out something here quite soon with all these cards, and maybe this is just the city play 5-8-10, which is very good city, certainly.
Yeah, it's a great city, but really the road settle is most important. I think he's got to activate his 3-1 for it.
Oh man!
Worse things couldn't happen to a better tree. That makes me sad.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate. And look at all of that brick disappearing off the board. Brick and sheep.
There's the non-block.
Does hit Shanks, non-block done, yeah. That is a horrific shambles, horrific 7 for Rulix, but he does have a roll tier. He may even have been able to hold most of a roll settle.
The table should probably work to compensate him for his early struggles. Road settle, yeah, this is really slow start.
Yeah. Nice 3 for Killa, who did get that non-block there. He's got all of his hexes unblocked. He's already got a brick in hand. He's got a sheep, and what's the other card now?
It's either an ore or a sheep.
Yeah, he's got hold on, he's got 2 brick and a sheep here. So he's got the 3 card off that brick board.
Great hand to pass with, I think.
Yeah. Leads very nicely into potentially like a 4 roll.
The only thing you can do here is every time Sam has nothing to do, the best thing he can do is offer port service to people.
Right.
Buy himself favors in the future. He's in a leading position. So how can he just drive extra value? Yep, Sam offers Shank port service here, coming from our sideline reporter, Road Dog.
There you go.
Port service if you want something.
It's
a great.
What I'm
saying is
like,
yeah, like I'll take any card and
Probably
I can
indicates that Shanks
cook
has
you like a
settle.
wood, or cook you like a. I think you need wood, right?
I need wood.
Okay, I can cook you a wood with a cheaper.
CC needs the wood. Killa is cooking.
Let me think for 30 seconds.
He's in his bag right now. He's getting the deals done. He's got an early lead. He's got ports, 5 resources.
He's trying to get something out of this trade with Shanks here.
It looks eerily good for this early in the game, is all I'll say.
I agree with that.
As we know, nothing really matters before 5 points, and with a setup this good,
yeah, I could give you a
lot of
wheat
adversity
here
to
if you,
overcome the rest.
Okay.
maybe make a wood for me.
Okay,
Maybe
there we
2
go.
sheep.
Killa's just hustled himself
Okay,
Is that
wheat.
interesting you?
Like this?
There
Yeah, like this.
Okay.
So
Well,
we
he's
trade
offering
the,
Shanks to settle here. This
you
is
make
what
a wood
Shanks
for
wants.
me and a trade for the
That's how
brick.
trades work.
Correct.
Yeah, free wheat.
Alright.
And this
Our
actually gives him a
deal's
Devon
still
hand here.
on, so-
Holy shit.
That's how you
Yeah, yeah.
print. That's how you print the
let's
dilly
see.
from nothing.
Yeah, that's just a free
Piglet,
Dev.
do you need anything?
The question is, does he want the dilly?
Right.
I mean, yeah, but
He's trying to flip it again.
I would do
What do you?
I'll do 2 brick
What
for
a
the
dog.
wheat if you want
He is
to
hustling.
put it
He
into
is the
something
greatest
else that's
flexer.
not a wheat. Like
2 brick for the wheat. What do you mean by that?
like just the trade, like just this.
Oh, wait. I already have the brick wood.
Yeah. Like you get to keep the brick.
I mean, this is just exactly what you're supposed to do when you're
I'm
giving
giving you
favors
brick.
for the rest of the table.
Yeah.
Catch everybody up.
Can I get a non-steal then with this?
Feel like you're working with them and not against them.
Non-steal potentially being offered here.
But it's
Sorry,
fine. It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And no dev. All right.
Yeah.
Still, money's money. Does set him up nicely to avoid the main pain of a 9 block.
I don't think a 9 is even rolled yet this game. I
No,
think
it
if it
hasn't.
rolled point with the city.
Like, if it's time for the 9 to start rolling it with the sheep port, yeah.
First 8 of the game.
First 8, yeah. Rudik's over again. This has got to be some kind of insurance situation, I'm sure. Sidelines man will let us know.
This should just be like free insurance for a non-block or something.
If 9 rolls, it's over. Yeah, if the 9s do roll, it's very troublesome.
If Sam gets this trade and a 9 rolls, this trade sets Sam up for a 9 beating the city, but Rudik takes it.
Yeah, exactly. So Sam is now on 4 points with a wheat in hand and never produced a wheat, which is pretty hype.
So I would only assume that Rudik's got that 2-for-1 with insurance to give pigs the settle.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Now that's going to be the settle for Rudik's. 5-9-12 is happening. And Shanks also quietly settled that 6-2.
Yeah, Sam ported for his settle.
Everyone settled this time, so everyone's gone up a point. Pig's got 6-11 down, which is actually a really big deal for his game. Shanks has got 6-2, which is also a huge deal. The 2 and the 6 really significant rolls on the board now. And Rudix gets 5-9-12.
Everybody is established except for Rudix. He still needs that 3-1 port to have anything dangerous, I believe.
Yeah. Definitely, but more is more, and that's what Rudix wants, I guess, for now. It's something, and he's still holding that aura in hand. He's back up to 10 cards. Good lord, Rudix is never relaxed this game yet.
Yeah. Sam working with you. He's got
so he's got more brick.
4 brick and a wheat.
More brick.
What is this?
Right, and more sheep. Yeah. Okay, so he's holding. I think 4 brick, 2 sheep, and a wheat.
Port service offer. This is the same port service offer, but I believe it's for Rudik this time.
Yeah. So he's actually. I think he's actually holding. I think he's 1 card off a city. He's got 4 brick, 2 sheep, and a wheat.
So if he can profit a wheat here.
So free card is the city.
If it's sheep, it would be a city.
Yeah, and that is really insane. Let's see if the table can tune into this. Shanks says Sam is cooking a lot, and Sam responds with, "Let me deliver a city into your hands." All right, let's tune into this.
Wait, let me see.
Okay, saying to Rudix he'll give him a city. That makes more sense.
I have about a minute. So
Yeah, do you have a wooden cat?
I don't.
What's your other?
I just
what's
have
your
brick.
other-
I just have brick and
brick.
shit pretty much.
Great. Okay. No, I'm just thinking, what card do you have so we can trade and then trade back?
Okay. I mean, I could
Oh,
trade wheat also
Killer so happy.
to make you stuff. Just give a counter offer if you're interested.
Yeah, so like this, and then you just make the sheep into
I
wheat.
think we have to be careful here, guys.
I know,
This
but I mean,
prevents the
I'm
city,
so
though.
far behind at the moment, so.
I'll
Yeah,
just make the
same,
sheep
but
into. Rudix, do you need
Well,
like?
basically, there's no need to trade because now you can just port the sheep
right.
for the wheat, and then you just get the brick there. So.
Right. So what I'm asking is, do you need more stuff now? Like you're still over.
Fine for now.
You're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
5 brick and
Okay.
4 sheep. He has 1 card off the city still.
Let's see.
Oh.
Shanks, do you need anything?
No.
Okay. Piggy, you're good.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Well,
The ball for an ore here. He owes it to Shanks. Oh, he dabs. There you go. He did it.
like
Yeah,
the
I
problem
mean,
is,
it's so
is
close
that
to
Killer
making,
just
like,
beats me on
A
army.
brilliant trade there. He still profited a card, which is nice.
Rudix did a great job though of making the trade that doesn't give the city.
Props to that.
Yeah.
Still stayed over, which isn't great, but he is still in a position where the table is going to be willing to help him out.
Yeah. Sheep 4, this is the trade with Killa cashed in. Quite handy for Killa actually that 10 just rolled now. At least he can get that out the way because 6s are gonna likely to start rolling up.
Here's a question: where do you think the city's going to land for Sam?
6, 3,
Like
4,
everybody,
I think.
yeah, everybody's got a pretty straightforward idea for where their city is going to go. 8 4
Yeah.
10, 8 5 7, 6 5 3.
Yeah, no, I think the coastal cities don't do what you need them to do. Considering this 9 roll, I think the 9 is absolutely a self-fulfilling prophecy. It is going to fit into basically any hand that you have. But the 6, you really do need this ore to roll. I think having this 3 be the free card juice every now and then is super money, and having this 4 be tripled is also close enough to a free card. I think it's the best play.
The update we just got is that the table is becoming very aware that Sam is leading, and this is what
Okay.
Shanks does best. Shanks thrives in board awareness. He's taking this time on his turn to reset the table, realize who the real threat is, and kind of just make sure that everybody's on the same page, which is his experience shining through. It's a really, really good idea.
Okay, so actually there is a trade here. This is a free sheet for insurance trade to insure Rudix. Rudix just needs insurance for about 30 tons. Okay.
So let's
So
see what
Shanks-
Shanks gets out of it. He might just
I think
port down for the
free
city one
sh-
time.
So
Gotta
Shanks
save-
is now holding 3 ore in hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Oh, and he's actually ported that for Rudix?
No, oh. Service. No, I think this is just the insurance.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Aaron Andrews, for that sideline report. Yeah. I'm actually quite curious what is trying to be. Okay.
Yeah, this is just gonna be a mess.
Ore for brick sheep. So Shanks does have a Devon hand as far as I know. He has 2 ore. Okay. All right. So Pig not holding an I tier most likely.
What?
Yeah.
Probably
So
Probably gonna go on the 9 week.
yeah, I'm curious to tap into this actually. I feel like this might be a pretty pivotal moment for the table.
Yeah.
There you go.
Uh,
Kid has nothing to say either.
yeah, I don't think there's any deals right now.
Definitely interesting. This 6 for Shanks now also effectively being an ore, the same as it is for Killa. I think that's another reason to argue for the 6-3-4 is to make 2 ore in 1 roll is not something that Shanks can do off this 6 very easily. I think this 9 block is pretty justified. Killa says, oh, Shanks has 2 ore now, get sold out. Okay.
I mean, the right thing to say there, but Sam is definitely the block. If he has a knight, then he can do something about the 2 ore in Shanks' hand. Because I'm pretty sure Shanks' hand is 3 ore, a wheat, and a brick, and a 6, an 8, or a 10 is all going to give him a city.
Yep. That is the worry here. Let's see, Rudix is trying to figure something out. Let's tap in.
Like,
I mean, I
I
can
would-
give you a future card if you need something.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But I
Probably
think I
trying
would
to get a
need
road settle.
like a wood and a wheat on the next like 8 and 10 for 1 card from me. Like, if that makes sense.
So you're saying we could do this, and then I give you
Yep.
my next wood and wheat?
Yeah, for 1 card. Yeah, like
Okay.
2 for 1,
Yeah.
2 for 1, not 2 1-for-1s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Rudix, do you still need wood?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, sounds good.
Ho ho, there we
Right.
go.
Everybody's at 4 points, right?
Still one.
Nice city for Rudix.
Cool. Yeah.
Pretty interesting to see that city come through. Now a knight from Killa. Is it one of the 8s? You robbing for Shanks City here? Maybe the 10 wheat? Okay.
I think the 8 wheat makes the most sense. Thing is, I mean, after that city, this road settle on the 3-for-1 is going to come down really quickly for ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's a great one too. It's a very, very strong 3-1 port. Tripling the 8 on the 3-1 is really clean. That's a textbook way to start wreaking havoc. Oh, what a roll!
Oh, that's the roll that changes the game right there.
Yeah, that 9 is pretty epic. So wood for sheep. This is likely a city trade.
It's got 2 wood, 2 wheat, and a bunch of brick and sheep. So it's very possible that his brick and sheep is uneven to the point where.
Okay.
No, he has it.
Never mind. Is that 2 devs though? Wait, does he have an ore? Oh, he does. Did I miss a 6 roll?
Yeah, Sam robbed the ore.
Ah, okay. Oh, he stole it. Clean. 6-3-4 happened.
That's a major setback for Shanks because that 6 that just rolled would have given the city. This is a 1-for-1 trade for a city.
Yeah.
Really big setback for Shanks there, getting that ore plus
Breaking
and
news.
having Sam build the city. Yeah, that's. I mean, we saw it. Everybody came back. They put down 1 or 2 points in the course of a couple orbits, and
Yeah.
Sam comes back by playing the first night out and building a city.
Yeah, and you know, they take 1 step forwards and he's already taken 2. Now, how on earth are they meant to block this? 3 is now a free card. The 6 is incredibly powerful. Pig settling on the 6-11. Definitely a bit more of a feels bad moment when Killer cities it and just completely outrolls him and outports him. This is pretty dangerous.
The 9 comes out, it's going to effectively end the game.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the table needs devs desperately. Someone has to get into the dev game, and this actually looks like a city too.
Be a mana.
Oh wow.
That's
Okay. Yeah, Pig goes for devs and offers Shanks insurance. It looks like. Okay.
yeah, 1-for-1 dev plus insurance makes sense. Good deal there. It's definitely necessary to equip Pig with Knight, hopefully, to play some defense here. And Shanks gets under, and by the time his cards come back to him, he will get his city himself.
Yeah, this is good for Shanks. This is good for Pig.
He's given the cards.
Pig paying for army is quite a strange game. It's one of those where really the table can shut that process down whenever they want. He's not self-sufficient. So I think it's a relatively safe investment from Shanks and I guess potentially also Rudik's long term to work with Pig because he's probably not going to be an uncontrollable risk. What a 2 roll! Unbelievable. The 2. What a 2. And that is the point where I think Killer starts to get a little bit spooked by what Shanks might be able to pull out the closet with a road play, potentially. Looking at Pig not really being able to play for roads and Rudik's desperately needing 8 rolls. Oh man, Shanks is about to have a really crazy time.
Have absolute juice here.
Whew.
Sam's got 6 ore and 2 wood and something else. This is not a very actionable hand.
Yeah, Killer's got a lot less to get from 9 cards here. This is a point where actually, even with the 2 ports, Shanks is much happier after those 6 rolls than Killer is.
This is the problem. This is the problem that I was seeing with the 6-3-4 city is you really need 2 cities to stay fully flexible because the 4 rolling gets stuck in your hand, the 6 rolling gets stuck in your hand as well.
Yeah, I think it's just, it's not a tough cross to bear though. And you just need not 1-9 anyway. Wow.
Yeah, but now he's got only 1 ore left.
Yeah, that is true. And Shanks is about to.
Insurance is getting returned, and Shanks is going to put a city up and maybe even a dev on top of it.
Might just be. Yeah, Shanks is set up. This is a very Shanks setup, which is just slam production and put a couple of VPs and always threaten roll because you make so many cards. And that's exactly what he's lined up for here.
It's signature Shanks without a doubt. He's gonna it's going to get up to 6 or 7 points pretty quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be inevitable that he gets longsword.
Yeah, and I think that there is a question, you know, does he start to build roads down to that 6-12 and make that his road play? It's a great expansion. It might be his only expansion.
One thing I'm seeing here in terms of the road battle is that if Shanks ever decides to lay a dead road on the desert,
Yeah.
it almost guarantees him road for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Rudix is really primarily road viable by cutting that middle, and he doesn't seem to be making enough cards to do that. Not to justify doing that without a port or, you know, anything more than a very basic setup.
It won't happen for another 15-20 minutes, but
yeah, it's nice to have a city as an oreless player, but he's going to have to continue to be able to make ore. You know, roads and settles are not going to be sufficient to win him the game from this point. He's going to need some extra juice from somewhere.
massive update here. Big does not have a knight. Shanks port his hand down. That's
Okay. Shanks cities and ports for a weed. All right.
yeah,
And he's
let's listen
actually created this.
see how Pig is going to mess this dead.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Not
Then
really.
brick.
I mean, yeah, this is all I can do.
Can we
you're
get
not
some
monoing. You're not monoing the brick, right?
I'm popping and passing. Like I can't do anything.
Could be 5 for Pig.
Nice.
Whew.
That's good.
Great.
I think a 6 or
Yeah, I think so
Mhm.
too.
That's fair.
because a 9 hit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Oh boy.
Is it a knight? Let's see.
Okay.
And you can extort
So
on knights,
I
just
robbed
not on
Shanks
sevens.
last time.
Okay.
I didn't rob Piggy yet. Rudix has a city. I think we should go for Rudix now. It's fair. Okay.
Whoa, what a knight.
Anybody looking for wheat up in this building?
So it seems like Rudix plucked the one ore that was left in Sam's
Yeah.
hand, and he's just stuck with wheat and sheep in his hand. Oh no,
Yeah.
he had.
Oh, he had one. Okay. Big 5. Interesting to hit Rudix there. I wonder if he was looking for something, because he said he robbed Rudix to be fed. I feel like probably it's fair to rob Shanks.
So I think the unintended motivation out of that block.
Is there any
well,
way like I can get a
subconscious
pop
motivation,
next time?
he didn't block Pig because he doesn't want the robber landed on him in case he misses here.
Right, yeah. Well, I kind of figured he might just solo Shanks.
That would have also been reasonable. Yeah.
Alright, so potentially Killer already on 7 points. Pig calling 2 non-knights. We don't know his other dev.
Tonight.
But
Confirmed by the sideline reporter.
alright. Looking to get another deal for a dev. Maybe some trade opportunity here. Shanks needs to get something out of it.
Yeah, so Pig is probably going to aggro no matter what,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because kind of are in desperate territory here.
Yeah, definitely, and Sunset calling it right with the power of that 4 and the flexibility from the other ports. He can Killer can definitely build roads.
Yeah, that's true. It could be a double play situation if they're not able to act quick. I'm pretty confident Shanks is going to be able to drop 2 roads down to the 6-12 at some point. Just sure that road isn't as cheap as 5.
Mm-hmm.
This would be exactly that, I think.
Yeah, and Killer, you know,
Right.
he does just a 6 and a 9 does roll effectively a city directly, so that extra point is not that difficult to come by for Killer here. See if it's a solo or a self block.
I'm listening into this robber discussion.
Right.
But then, like I get
But then
my 6.
you give me 1 card, right? I port a wood, and you give me 1 card.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
for
yeah.
1. Okay. I do.
No, it'd be 2 2 for 1. It would be 2 for 1.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
2 for
the
1
board
because
set
I'm
up.
porting.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay, well, it's not
Oh.
staying there anyway.
it's a 9 wheat, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be there.
Yeah.
You got me.
Didn't steal a wheat.
You didn't?
Nope.
No way.
Nice luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Pig is just
like,
whiffing left and right.
What's
out
your
here.
hand right
Yeah.
now? Maybe
Struggling to pull knights, struggling to
Like-
pluck the majority wheat out of
I have
I
sheep
could-
for you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a trade where I can
And I
pop,
don't
but,
think
like,
there's a
I
path
just
for him to
lose,
dev.
like,
Doesn't look like it.
You had for 1.
No port either.
And another issue is that the robber has landed on the 9 wheat, and Sam has multiple wheat in hand.
Yep. He might not even want to unblock it. He's not threatened by pacing yet.
Well, even if he doesn't, even if he missed on the non-knight, it's not going to hurt him in the short term because all of the rolls are going to give him the dev card.
Yeah.
Right, this seems like it would be a 4 for 1 for a dev.
Yeah, really not seeing Rudix come onto the radar yet. He is mostly because I think, you know what, this is the exact same discard that he did like 20 times ago.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, without by going to the 5-9-12 first, he's just fast for these stuck hands.
Yeah, that is tough, and the 8 being so quiet. Yeah, it's only rolled once. Wow. Yeah, no surprise. 8 was not a good investment this game. We're seeing that, especially Pig really suffering for the lack of 8s.
Yeah, it's been mostly the front end of the distribution. 4s, 5s, 6s.
Yeah. Here we go. Killer, no knight, maybe.
That's a massive
Shanks.
roll.
Shanks potentially could be, after that 6 and 11 roll, he could be going to 8 points this time with the roll setup.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a brick banked up, and he also has an ore banked up.
Oh,
Doesn't have-
hello.
A lot
Dev?
of debt.
City?
Plenty. Second city.
9-5? There we go.
So that's
That
it.
brick port. Yeah, probably. That is pretty spooky. Nice Euro plenty, nice Euro card meta.
So Shanks absolutely has to take road here because a knight, 5, and a 4 is game over.
You know, the more I look at it, the more I think that this 9-5 was just better for Sam anyway than the 8-10-11.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
These 2 ports.
it's 2 different paths of a game. It's like efficient versus massive production, and Sam is an efficient player. We've seen him win a game with 38 cards before. He likes to let everybody know that he's done that. But I'm interested to see how
Shanks
Shanks
trying to take
spends 13 cards. Nobody has a weak for him, and he doesn't have any weak. So the greedy play would be to port everything in your hand for a city, potentially lose the game, but increase his odds if he survives drastically.
Oh, he
He's
goes
gonna
for this connect.
I don't love that.
Pig has wheat? Yeah, he does. Yeah, this connect is pretty funky. I don't feel like you need as many rolls as that to
Yeah,
justify not
especially
taking 6-12.
especially because now if he builds towards his last settlement spot, you're not extending your road.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you could have gone down to 6-12 and then build rolls afterwards, but
What it does do is it gives him security for solid piece of the game.
it is secure mostly. But
Trying to
one day
think about
someone
what
will
he's
feed Rudix.
pretty sure it's just like sheep. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love these roads either. I think 6-12 was the simple play. 6-12 is overrated, says Lan. I don't agree. $6-12 is his only settlement spot, and it opens up another settlement spot actually, which is a pretty big deal. Okay. Guaranteed sheep from Killer.
Have a sheep so I can get another pop as well.
What are you? Yeah, the brick does absolutely nothing for me.
I do. Is that a pop for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I only have one sheep, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that
I
might
think
empty
it should be
Killa's hand
black
here.
now.
I mean, you're gonna move it, so
I have a lot of bricks in hand. That's only I can do
I think
anything.
you just hit the 9 and then Killer moves it to the 6 wood.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, Rudix.
Or
Okay.
the
Nah.
6,
He's
right?
not got a knight then, I guess.
All right, that's fair.
Think we rather test the waters, as we say.
Yeah. Can we roll an
Yeah,
8 so I can
Sam
actually
tried to
get the
avoid the
wood
solo
deal
there.
and the wheat?
Tried to make a case for Shanks, but I don't think there really is one.
Yeah, I think from how he reacted to them saying that Sam's going to flip it off the 9, I think he doesn't have a knight.
I agree.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a tough call because it's not like it makes you any less scary. It's an attempt to not get soloed there. But yeah, okay, it looks like no knight.
Yeah, so with
You're
no knight,
ready.
oh
Wow, Yop for Dev from YoungNaijah. He's
yeah, so it had to happen there because
Crazy.
if he doesn't get that knight, then Pig starts to pace and they keep feeding
Yeah.
him. Pig's got the non-knights.
Yeah,
That happens.
at least 2.
Can snowball really.
So now Killer's played both Euro Plenties, and again, empty 0 card meta. This is gonna result in someone else getting robbed.
Yeah, Pig will get robbed. It'll be Pig getting robbed, and then it'll be Rudix getting robbed, most likely.
Yeah. So now between the non-knights, there's only road builders and monos left, and I think that Pig already dropped a road. I don't believe he's holding a road builder, so I think there's a good shot that Pig is holding a mono here, and he likely hasn't had much reason or much benefit to gain from playing such an aggressive monopoly here. It might not give him much to work with.
Usually a signal I take that somebody has a mono is if they're continuing to buy devs when they still need a city.
Right, yeah, because you feel like it'll come to you later.
Oh, Shanks got the second city. That
Yeah.
changed it.
Yeah. Okay, now the 8s are showing up. Here we go, and Rudix is over again. Okay. Things are heating up, and this may not necessarily be army for Killer still.
We're in the same position. What do you
I'm
mean?
listening.
Why is it so?
Yeah, but you have like really good boards.
Okay, wait.
So do you. So do you.
You go to 8 points. I am at 8 points, I see, but you have like
What's the difference?
flexibility
Wait,
better
wait.
than mine with the wheat and the
Wait,
brick part, the sheep and
Rudix.
brick. Part.
So,
Yep.
No.
Big. Yep.
do you have sheep left?
I have one. Yeah, but then my
Blood's
it's not
back.
actionable on my turn.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Okay. Because
Look,
like technically you owe me a wood and a wheat for 1 card, right? But like
Yeah.
if you could give me a sheep instead for free, then I would just scratch that, and I could give you strengths as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
Yeah, I mean, the problem is if I give you the sheep, then I just have nothing to do on my turn unless I roll something.
Yeah.
So I would just rather do the wood and wheat trade for 1 card. Then
Do you have that now then, or
I have it. Yeah.
okay?
Piggy.
What's up?
So can I just say something about the position? I think like me and Shanks are in pretty much the same spot. He has 2 ports, I have 2 ports. He has 8 points with 2
But
cards.
your 2 points are from cities, right? My 2 points I had to get from saddles because I don't
You
have
have 2
boards.
cities. You have 2 cities right now. But
Yeah, I
one
know,
more
but
thing.
how I get the last 2 points and how do you get the last 2 points? You city twice, and for me it's not easy to city twice.
It's just your 6 is like 1 wood worse than my 6. It's like
Okay,
barely
wait.
anything.
Okay, I'll hit Shanks on the 6 if you trade me an ore for free on our next 6.
I don't have anything to lose right now. I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
I mean,
I think you
I
should
mean,
just go and get your card.
I give the free wheat if you block the 9.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hit the 9 if you don't do it, Killer.
That's
Or
fair.
the
Yeah,
5
no, I
too,
mean the free
anything.
wheat's good. Free wheat's good. Take
Yeah.
the free wheat. Yeah. I like the
See if
free
that
wheat.
knight comes out.
Do I just do it back?
Yeah, so I mean, I think I
Shanks, free
agree
wheat.
with Sam here.
Yeah.
Basically equal positions, 8 points and 8 points, but secure road and in a heavily contested army.
You're right.
An
Yeah.
army battle that's going to be fueled 3 for 1 in one direction, in a road battle where there's not a lot that the table can do here to
Yeah,
fight
need
against.
Rudix to make some grandiose play through the middle there, but I haven't seen him do stuff kind of just generally this game. Since that city's been very quiet.
Yeah. So Pig, the way he's talking, pretty sure he's on 3 non-knights here. He's pretty desperate for the 1 sheep in Rudix's hand, but I don't think it makes sense to give it. If you turn up too much of an army battle with Pig's 3 non-knights, that could bite them all if Pig manages to flip it.
Yeah, put him on 9 with the settle there potentially.
Yeah, with double or wheat, right? So he's playing it really well if he can get these fed beds for long.
Right. Yeah, I mean, here's the point. Let's say Pig is holding 3 victory points here. Is it actually better for him to get army than for Killer at this point? Definitely.
I say no personally. Because Sam has 0 cards in hand as it sits. Pig has double or double wheat with an open settle. So once Pig puts his production down, gets a port, or gets his first city, his points come extremely quickly.
Yeah, I mean, if he does get army, he may really only just need a city, and if he's holding a mono, the same thing could happen. Like a time bank, Julia?
Okay, but what if we do this? You give a free sheep to Pig, and the
Okay.
next time I roll a sheep, I give you a free sheep. Because Pig
Well, we have the
popping here
same
interested
sheep
me a
also.
lot, right?
Well, the problem
Yeah,
is
I
we
have a
have the
3
same
also.
sheep.
Yeah.
Well,
But maybe that helps you 4 for 1 or
Okay,
3 for 1
wait.
time.
Wait,
Do
no.
you want like just to give me this, like, and I'll give you the sheep back? So you give me the wood and the wheat for free instead of for 1, and you get
Pig gets
insurance.
army. It's his game
Sure.
to
Yeah.
play for.
Okay.
I don't know
And
why.
So now that you're coming for army, right? I think we should start robbing black. Agreed?
I mean,
I
don't have
still
army or
think you
anything.
have. Yeah, I think you have spacing.
You have 8 points right now, right? It's just what you have.
Yeah. I mean, you're hitting black. For me, it's more of a decision, right?
Well, I mean, go for it. But
You hit me, but I don't think those guys have to hit me because, as Pig
because
said, he doesn't have like army. He's behind you in the
Wait.
facing.
What do you need, Rudix?
you
Three
have
weeks?
uncontested road.
I mean, wood or ore is the only things that I need at the moment.
Yeah, I have
I could
wood.
give you insurance if you. Okay.
Yeah.
But do you need me to hold if you can give me a wood, then yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So,
yeah, I'll just give you a
They're
wood
not
and
really
then
listening
you
to
can
Sam
hold
here,
some
but he's
wheat.
making a super valid point. It's like they're making
We-
an incredible effort to flip army, but they're making no effort to flip room. So I think it's up to Sam and Pig to find the balance there. Pig fighting kind of a battle on 2 fronts where he's gonna have to help Rudix get road. He's got to get army himself. So that's a good move from Pig.
Here we go. Time to solo Shanks, I guess.
Yeah, time to put your money where your mouth is for sure. He's got 2 brick and a wheat, so the 6 is pretty much the only block that makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll see if Sam is reacting kind of in a specific way to the way that Pig is messaging everything. where he's being very non-committal to robbing
Mhm.
Shanks while he tries to take army. All right, so
Interesting
that
5 block here, actually.
doesn't make
Hit Shanks,
sense.
now time to solo the 6, surely.
Could be the 8 though.
Could be.
Getting an update from their sideline reporter here.
Okay.
Looks like Sam tried to get a non-steal for non-steal. That's funny.
Alright. So Killa actually, yeah, going up 2 cards. From
Yeah, I
the
mean,
steals
he's at
there.
the spot. He's totally face up now. I mean, if his
Mhm.
rolls come in, he will absolutely win the game. But he's got to hit them in succession and soon,
Another
because the
8.
table's going to come hard to try to balance this out.
Ooh, and Rudix is definitely getting into an interesting spot. Just production-wise, he's not going to be picking up heat ever, and I wonder if he ever gets to make that play for Road. His connect is good enough.
Yeah, I mean, if he's able to make the play, all focus shifts to Sam because now there's a road battle.
Yeah, and
And-
Shanks doesn't have an easy way to. I mean, Shanks has wasted a couple of roads already in there.
Game is paused. Shanks disconnected.
Dice distributions, take a look at this. We've had 3 8s, 3 9s, 3 10s, 10 7s, 7 6s, 7 5s. I don't know how Shanks is planning to close his last 2 points without a victory point pull or some miracle 2 rolls. Basically, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it's going to go. Wish he went 6-12. Something is happening here. Shanks is worried about getting plowed to the 6-12. Should have gone for the 6-12.
More likely, I can get a trade for a sheep. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I don't have sheep in at this
No,
point,
yeah,
but
yeah.
okay.
I think it's more likely.
There's
Like, yeah,
or then
I think
okay.
the war. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a good deal
Uh,
from Shanks. He's able to
Let's
You don't
provide
have
do
core
sheep
service
with
to
Rudix,
ensure
right?
that he doesn't get
No.
the next rock big.
Mm-hmm.
The table did not produce any sheep in that orbit, so Pig is now going to ask for a trade so that he can 4-1 buy a dev.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Expensive, but Pig he still might be on 6 points here.
Let's see if he monos the ore.
Got 2 sideline reporters right now. Yeah. Six 12 can still be settled. Yeah.
It could be an ore mono because if a 9 hits in the next 2 rolls, it's
Mhm.
going to be pretty impossible to come back. Hear what they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, also, you know, E-Box 6-12 is definitely still there, but if Shanks is talking that he's worried about getting plowed there by Rudix, I mean, he had the worlds ages ago. You could have just locked this up. If that's what he's worried about, getting a settlement spot, I think it's valid. You need those points. Anyway. Pig has no knight. Good lord. Okay. Well, I guess that's not actually a huge surprise, but he goes again.
Get army, but it's
No, yeah,
only
I
this
think
window.
I think I need to pop, but like I need some kind of guarantee that I get a sheep trade like pretty cheaply or even for free.
Oh yeah, yeah. If the
Yeah,
5
yeah,
rolls,
I can give you a sheep. Yeah.
Yeah,
if
okay.
he
that's no
rolls.
problem.
Why don't?
Here we go.
Okay.
Whew.
Interesting.
Can you move knight? Oh,
Killer wants the 9 so
He
I
bad.
don't
doesn't
have
have-
it. That's
No.
crazy.
How many points do you have, Piggy? A
3.
shit ton. 3.
I mean,
You got 3 VPs up in there? So if you get army, that's 8. Okay.
no, I said 3.
Hmm. Fascinating.
Oh,
That's-
man.
Well, that's the worst.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Happened.
Anybody
Yeah,
looking
that's-
to
Just before I mute, I heard Sam saying, anyone looking for sheep, giving for wheat.
He has the audacity to
Yeah.
offer a shit.
Double dev pop to win, huh? Okay. Here we go.
I think his hand is it wasn't actually that good. It was he's got a
Yeah,
lot of wheat.
a 6
One-
might be winning now.
1 brick, 1 ore, and the rest is wheats.
Yeah, 6 might win the game for Sam if he's just pulled a
It's-
VP there.
It's super unlikely that was a VP. There's 9 knights left in the deck and what seems like 2 VPs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that first mono, and I have to believe that Pig is holding one in there. Shanks on 5 cards now.
Yeah, Shanks is just like sitting on brick, a lot of brick.
Yeah,
Man.
without having that 6-12
Rudix has the
open.
wood. Rudix has the wood
Yeah.
though. But at the same time, Rudix is not going to help Shanks build roads.
Pig saying he will aggro off Shanks if Shanks helps him pop again. Oh, whoa, okay. Killer might have something to say about that.
I kind of have to.
Yeah.
Where can he even block now?
What do you think the block is?
But Shanks wants him to block 5 brick.
He's asking
Uh,
Rudix.
well, he has no sheep, right? So what road?
Probably a 9 wheat still.
Ha,
yeah.
back at it with the self block.
Okay, I got sheep for you.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll do this.
Again, it's unlikely, but a VP for Killer here, that 5 is another free card.
So I think that Rudix is about to make the play for road.
Right?
He's
Taking a
got
brick here opens up an 8
he
roll
for
potentially.
sure has 3 wood and 3 brick currently.
Mhm.
I think it's even more.
I think we are going to see, I think you're right.
I think this is the full connect.
Yeah, and it's funny because really Shanks, instead
He's
of
gonna
dropping 3
ensure-
rolls to connect, he could have built a much safer roll by just dropping 1 to break Rudix and dropping 2 down to the 6-12, and he would have still most likely maintained roll forever.
If Rudix gets insurance here, Shanks is pretty much out of the game. Sam said so army is yours. That's crazy. Which means he might be on 9 points or 8 with a mono.
Wow, Pig actually double devs there, by the way. Yeah, Pig holding 5 devs in hand and at least 3 non-knights. That's crazy. Looks like Killer might just be losing
Rudix-
the game here, unless... Hold on.
Rudix is about to make a play for road.
He just did get insured. If Sam is holding a victory point here, there's a potential win. If Sam is holding mono here, there is also a potential win, I believe.
Sam has 3 wood, 3 brick, and
Yeah.
like an ore and 2 wheat. I'm sure
Yeah.
that's a cent.
Something's gone missing from the steel.
So 3 is road, settle, bev.
Yeah, and potentially there might even be rolls to allow for mono for road play, which is kind of insane, but
No, Rudix is making the road play right now.
well,
Those
he's got
pots.
to do it.
I mean, he'd be silly not to, because with Pig flipping army, he's going to be about to win. With Sam on 8 points, down Devon 9 cards, he's about to win.
And
Rudix
Shanks
does
is
not
holding
want
a fair
to
amount of
on
brick.
6 points.
I
If he
think a
takes road
4 or
here,
5.
There's pretty much no way to. Well, actually, Shanks can just build 3 roads right back, and they can connect on each other. So maybe they can figure out a way to score points instead of by fighting road.
Yeah, with the ops out,
Like Rudix is
Killer's-
pretty close to settle road settle in his hand. Not sure if he has it, but close to it.
Killer may really, if he's saying that he's conceding army, and he doesn't have a knight, he doesn't have a yop because those are played, so he has either he's got a victory point or he's got a road builder or a mono, and I think all of those offer potential winning outs. The road builder could be a road,
I
could be
think
a
we should
settlement
listen
in a dev.
It's like
Yeah.
the most critical.
This is getting crazy.
Wait,
I'm doing
wait,
this
I
so
don't
he takes
think
road.
wait,
I,
before you
I
do
don't
it,
think
wait.
it's
Before you
yeah.
do it, like, can we work out his hand? Because he has two wheat, like 2 brick, maybe a 3rd brick. Like, if he has 3
Yeah.
brick, this is nearly putting the win in his hand, right?
Yeah, I don't think we should do, guys. I don't
I-
even go to 7 points this
No,
round,
no,
even if a
it
6
doesn't.
rows.
No, I
This
mean-
9
doesn't.
points actually. Sorry.
I'm doing this so that
No,
Rudix can.
No, I don't
Go
think you
for
should
it.
do this, Rudix.
I don't think you should do also. There's
I'm
no
just
need
doing
for
it
that.
so you
I
can
want
win.
you to get road, but like, I don't think this is worth it. I think it just gives him more winning rolls.
I'd do it. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
One more? Yeah. You still have time.
Yeah, but I think you can give 3 cards here. Like,
No, 3
I
cards for
can't.
him is also insurance. It's good
okay,
for him.
2
I
cards.
don't
You
think
can give
it's
2
the-
cards. Like,
necessary.
Okay.
He already
wait,
cutted
hold
me,
on.
so
this is. All right, Rudix. This is what I'll tell you.
I'm
so
not
it gives
winning
me.
this orbit. There's no way. There's no way I win this orbit.
Let Killer
Oh,
speak
man.
for a sec. What?
All right. I mean, it gives me one more winning roll in the 10. If you want it, you can have it. If you don't, it's good.
That's it.
Okay.
I think we just have to hope he doesn't hit.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not it.
That was winning.
He
though.
had a winning roll. He called it.
Yeah. Let me
We
think.
could still pop for it.
I think
Boy.
black wins. I can't really do anything here.
No
I'll
mono.
probably just lose.
I really can't believe that Rudix listened to the people telling him to not take
Goddamn,
points.
man.
Yeah, both of whom really didn't want
Let me think.
that to happen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's a mistake for sure.
So
But,
6 there. Man.
But I feel like
We'll
Pig is also actually
see.
benefiting
What
from
an
that.
unfortunate final
There
sequence.
could be some life left
Hmm.
in this game. We'll
What do I
see.
do now?
There could be. I don't actually
Rudix,
think that
you still
Shanks
need anything?
has an easy way to get 2 points here.
Can't trade.
No, I
There's-
think the two.
I'm
would
not.
be
I'm not
winnable,
going
and
to try to
that's it.
trade for the win. Just asking.
Yeah, but you could trade for like double pop or something.
I can't. I don't have any of that.
Like he's definitely
I
got
mean,
a
you don't
road
have
settle
it.
in his
That's why I can
hand,
trade for it, right?
but I don't think he has any ore.
Like,
Oh, man.
there's no trade which makes sense for you unless it gives you a chance to win. So I don't see why you're offering, right?
Well, I'm trying to do it so that
Crazy
I can
game.
set one of you up for the future. So I'll pretty much just
think-
like give up any future chances if you guys give me.
I think
Yeah, but like,
Pig will win then.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
think- yeah.
I
I
mean,
think
there
Rudix get
probably
roads
could
anyway,
be. I mean,
like-
there could probably be a trade, but then you have to assure that you just don't win.
Yeah, if Sam
No,
doesn't
but
win right
what
here,
he's
it
saying
pretty
is
much
he wants to
goes.
pop
I'm gonna-
to win.
Shanks
I need to
9
try to-
points,
I need to
Pig
try,
to
and
8
then
or
I'll
9
give up
points.
essentially.
Rudix to 7 points, Shanks down to 7. Sam gets knocked down to
think-
7.
I think Pig's got a good shot to win here. Okay.
Big
Right, so-
regard.
Wait, Rudix. So like, realistically, if we just
I
get
just
my
close.
turn,
I
wait,
just
no,
close.
no, wait.
could be a
If we just
mono
get
also.
to my
The
turn,
question is, do you get a turn?
yeah, no, I mean, I think
Shanks is
so.
win.
I
Shanks
think
has
so,
11
but
cards. Yeah.
but
It
okay.
could be mono. I
Wait,
don't
wait,
win
it's
this.
not,
this
it's
game,
Wait,
not.
sorry.
Rudix. If I don't get a turn, then you don't get a turn. So this trade makes no sense. Like,
No,
we just have to
Well,
hope
well,
Shanks.
it makes sense if Killa doesn't get the win. I take
No,
road,
no,
then
it
Shanks
I have 10
does
seconds. I have 10
No,
seconds.
It's
it
probably
doesn't make
probably
sense.
dirty
Do it for
mono.
time.
Don't
Dirty
do it for
mono.
time.
Do it.
Don't do it for time.
Dirty
Stop.
mono for
I'll
brick.
do it.
Dirty mono.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Like,
It's not a dirty mono. Okay. Do you want to
No,
do
but-
it for time or no? I don't
But
have.
it-
I don't
Yeah,
have any-
so
if I had
if I
mono, I
don't get
would.
another
still
turn, the
listening,
game's
okay,
over
but-
anyway, Rudix. So it doesn't matter.
these guys have
Yeah.
gotta.
Like,
We've got to
I
do
can
a
help
better
you
job
get
of
roads.
voting
I'm
and
just
respecting
pulling.
people
I'm gonna
time
hit-
on their
I'm
turns
gonna hit
because
Shanks.
Sam could barely
It
get a
doesn't
word
make
in on
sense.
that turn. I hate to see that.
Yeah, that was. Shanks is pretty incentivized to get people to stop talking. To
Fair
talk.
game.
No, not.
All
not
right,
quite.
So
Shanks
Shanks-
saying.
Unless
Shanks is
I like
gonna Shanks is gonna
full
have road settle.
Two VPs, but I don't think it's.
Yeah, this should not ever really be the win for Shanks. He will be 9 points though, and then Pig has to solo Shanks. I think Pig will win the game very quickly if Shanks doesn't. Rudix will take road, so I think Pig will just win. It seems most likely. he's got like 3 VPs here. Takes army for 8, settles for 9. City's easy enough. Okay. Man, this is getting a pretty spicy, Griff.
Yeah, it's a spicy game. I mean, an incredible game, regardless. Obviously, some things we can disagree with here and there, but such is Catan.
Yeah, and we are seeing a pretty textbook example of balancing the board, which is we're seeing Pig and Rudix both going to be fed back into at least kind of equal positions. You know, while Shanks might have more production, slightly better ports than Rudix, Rudix does have easier expansions, easier physical points on the board. Quite interesting. Do we know Killer's dev? He built 2 roads with it. It's probably not a road builder.
It's a VP.
Yops are out. Both the Yops are out.
If he had winning rolls, it had to be a VP.
Yeah, I think so.
So Pig's probably sitting here on 8 with maybe a knight, maybe a non-knight. The best scenario for the table would be Pig on 8 with like another knight, because Rudix is going to go to 8 points, Pig is at 8 points, Shanks is going to go to 7, and Sam is at 7. So incredible work by these guys. If this game lasts multiple more orbits, that is just textbook Catan. Unbelievable.
Yeah, 100% agree. I really do think that this is Pig's position. That actually, that could have been the win.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's certainly 8 points, if not 9. There's a good shot. There's a mono in there.
It's definitely
No
3
monos.
non-knights.
Yeah, certainly 3 non-knights. And because the ops are out, it makes the non-knight evaluation quite interesting. You know that the road builder is dynamic in a way that will cause you to spend cards differently. For example, Pig would have not built the road. He's had these 3 non-knights for a very long time. He probably does have a mono.
I do
Pig.
think that they should ensure Rudix's cards here, because even if he takes road, right? Shanks has so much firepower on his setup that he can take road back quite easily.
This is a pacing masterclass too, yeah. I mean, it's funny because Killa was in such a good spot, and yeah, just with back-to-back Year of Plenties, really managed to miss the value from those from the army play.
I want to hear what they're talking about.
Any
I don't
other-
care. It's up to you.
Can you give him a free wood?
It's
any-
Free wood's
any-
definitely not possible.
Okay,
Yeah, I
free
know
wood.
sheep is not sheep is not great. I
Bro,
know.
he takes
You
road.
can change it. You can change it after. It doesn't matter. Just like
Rudix, you take road even if you 7 out. Look
Yeah.
at this.
Yeah, why
yeah,
don't you?
but he wants to
why
save
don't you
his
change
hand.
it? Yeah, why don't you change it, Rubix?
Yeah, that's fine. We can change it after if you roll something.
Sure.
But
Sure. I mean, maybe a brick is doable.
wait, just accept though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could
Okay,
be
this is good,
scam.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so the deal was wheat for
Yeah, like
that.
dude, what an insane non-binding this would be
Yes,
for
right.
Pig if he just holds it and settles to win this turn.
Oh, it didn't do the
Pig would never-
Wait, didn't it
or
do
if you
the
wanted to
sheep?
change the sheep, then
Yeah.
Okay,
we
yeah,
could do
just-
wait.
well, then you need to add something or
Wow,
Yeah.
Shanks, pretty hard punish for not anticipating the Rudix road play.
Wait, so the original deal is 3 wood, 3 brick, and a sheep, right?
Yes, what's going down
yeah,
now
but
is
one of the cards. I
Rudix
get to
kind of had
keep.
the option to change
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sheep that he was giving into another
Mhm.
card, and if he wants to change it into a wheat. So I think the way they're going to do this is 3 roads for a sheep, or that, and then wheat for the sheep back.
Yep. Yeah, and I think it's so interesting to note, well, for everyone watching and anyone who watched this game afterwards, that in essence, Shanks' game as a Catan player was decided by one road being on the desert or not. You know, going for the connect that looks better, that feels like security, rather than the road that actually is security, which is preventing Rulix from ever playing for road, preventing anyone from ever playing for road, really.
Yeah, that'll be a pretty interesting point to get his thoughts on after the game. He's given 2 brick for the week.
Okay. Now.
Oh, free week. Oh, free brick.
Okay. Whew.
We got a ball game.
Oh, you want to talk about balancing the table? The 2 guys who were just about to win last turn have both lost 2 victory points and 7'd out.
Insane stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and now all of a sudden the narrative is completely flipped. I mean, neither of them have any reason to block each other.
Shanks?
Yeah, not at all.
Well, it's big for sure. I don't know where,
Where's a
but
good
it's
landing spot?
probably
Probably the 8 wood seems bad.
8 wheat, I guess.
I think 8
Self-block
wheat to
the
10
top.
I
or...
mean,
yeah, probably
6,
8
8,
wheat,
10,
but
either,
the wheat doesn't hurt him that much.
Well, Killer just discarded the whole settlement, by the way.
The
That
10
would
R
have
hurts
been,
him a
that would
lot,
have
but
been
I
the 8
think you
points.
don't want to block it.
Maybe he still has it though. No, he devs. He's actually going back for Army. This is the only chance to beat Pig and to get a game back. Okay. Dude.
Shanks
What
Shanks
a
might
game.
be able to take road back.
Yeah.
So if you see the road network, Shanks needs 5 roads to go to 14.
This would be
Shanks.
what, round the, does that include
And
round
he
the
has 2
843?
wood left over.
No.
You circle the 2 and you go
Alright.
from
The 2.
612 to 6.
Yeah. It's this. Wrap the 2, yeah.
Armies are
Alright, second knight from Pig. That's good for the table.
Probably. I mean, you, like if you
Is
put a
it?
VP
I mean, he
there,
could still
it's
have, he could
kind
still
of
have
cool.
9.
I'm not.
Well, yeah, he could have 9, but
I mean,
the good
true.
news is he doesn't
Okay,
have
I mean, go for it, man. You already have army, you already have...
Yeah, and road builder starting to lose value here.
I honestly think it's
especially
a game
for Pig.
between Pig and Rudix now.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they
If
can
guys have
they can
secured your
not bank up
conditions.
too many cards, play around the mono,
I don't
and
think
Pig
so.
doesn't produce
Wow,
like
well,
Well, the
crazy.
problem
Killer.
is I need too much to win here.
Yeah.
Because I need
Makes sense.
still a
I
road
think it's
settle
really hard
and
for
then
Rudix
city
to
because
close,
to be.
and Sam is going to keep chasing his army.
Yeah, that's 5th night played. No, I think
Shanks
Shanks
on the
rolling
other
another 6.
is in the best position to build the 10.
Yeah, and Shanks actually pulled a VP here. Things get funky again. Oh my god! And Pig actually could
Yes,
really
one of-
be rolling to the
one
win
of-
here.
Sam. He's got 4 ore. Whatever he stole from Sam. So probably
Yeah.
5.
Is there a mono around? Has Sam been holding a mono? We thought it was VP, and it probably should be. Still no
But
monos out.
he just pulled a fresh one. So
He did.
very well could be a crazy mono turn. Especially if the 9 rolls. Oh my god.
I mean, also if a 6 or an 8 roll, he could be monoing as many as like 15 wood off the table.
Mm-hmm.
Shanks mono auto win. True, that's an out.
Shanks' pull could change the game. I don't think
Yeah.
Rudix has much to do here.
Shanks road builder is actually also kind of big deal.
Rudix has got like sheep and wood and wheat. Sheep, wood, and wheat. No debt.
Yeah, so Rudix really just needs that. Do you?
Let's see what they're saying.
Yeah, Rudix is a tough one. Yeah.
And then I could give like a free wheat to you, Rudix, and a free ore to kill or something.
Okay. Fuck it.
Sure. Well, you had the brick, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Not the wood.
Yeah, I have the brick. Okay. You're getting the sheep back, right? Like I'm giving it back to you, or how's that work?
No, this is just a straight up 1-for-1.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
giving the free wheat.
And then, yeah, and then big
Alright.
like this. Or whatever you like counter with.
Yeah, like this and then
What-
back.
Does go to 12. Yeah.
All right, so that's me, right? Do I take this?
I mean,
No, this is
I'll just
me,
give
and
you
then
one
on your
after.
on your turn, you guys deal. Whatever
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do like.
Just one. Oh.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I have one for you.
Oh man. So much ore and wheat out. Holy shit, that mono is crazy here.
Wait.
I mean, you can counter it. I'm not scamming you.
Yeah, no, I just want to check quickly. uh, what's your dev?
What's your dev?
A dev. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you have 3 down dillies, bro. Like,
yeah, I can
I'm
give
not-
it to you if you're not like winning with this.
I'm not winning. I'm not winning.
I mean, like, if you have a mono, then you're winning, I think.
That's fair. I wish I had a mono.
I think you might have a mono.
I hear you, man. I mean, we did a deal, right, to where he would get a road.
Yeah, but I mean, I was kind of assuming you have a knight or something. Like, now it kind of looks like you definitely have a mono.
Can I get the free ore? Like, it was the part of the deal.
I mean, do you have a mono?
I mean, I'm not gonna answer.
Oh, dude.
Just
Yeah, I can't then, I don't think. I'm
you're gonna
sorry.
non-bind me here? Like, bro, come on.
I mean, if if you have a mono, then I think you just win.
I don't. I legit don't.
Okay, then I'll do it. That's fine.
Okay. 2 ore, I
Wait,
guess.
He doesn't
Yeah,
win,
yeah,
but he
yeah,
does
yeah.
have a mono.
I don't win.
Pretty sure
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what Sam is saying by
Okay.
not
That's
answering this
all I
question.
want to hear.
Yeah, I think he's gonna
But
mono wheat.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, it would be pretty whack of Pig to non-bind there because Pig's
yeah, that's
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
do
what
have
that's
the
gonna
mono.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's so sick.
Nice.
Green.
There's like city
I
pop,
don't
city
win.
city.
That's green right
Let
there.
me see.
Oh my god, what a mono.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking A.
Yeah, I should have non-binded that.
I
So
think you
Sam,
have
that's
mono,
gonna be
yeah.
like double city. Pretty sure.
Why?
Griffin. Nice.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because you're like trying to fight
What
so
a
hard to
crazy play, I
extend the
gotta
game.
listen to this.
I mean, didn't really want to end on 3 points.
Shanks so quiet. Shanks lost 5 wheat there. He actually got insurance.
Okay.
Is that GG?
No.
Another city? Oh,
Pretty close.
Shit. No, you're
What an
either.
absolute
Oh,
dog. What an
I think it's
absolute
Pigwood.
dog. The zero
No,
card
I'm
meta.
not close.
Oh
dude,
my
third
God.
time 0 card meta for Killer there.
Wow, what a play.
And it looks like 9
What a
points again.
What a bailout mono. Oh my
Whew.
god.
Yeah, that was
And
really
what a
huge.
game.
Dude, this is a crazy game, yeah. Wow. Yeah, no roll builders are out. We've had 1 mono out and both yops, meaning that Killer actually, he doesn't get an easy settle without a mono necessarily. He did give Shanks insurance. Question is there even any wheat left from that mono? There was 8 taken. Okay.
No, there's 0 week because all of it was in Sam's hand and he went to 0 cards.
Yeah. No, obviously. Big had to non-bind.
I don't think you had to non-bind there. Like, Pig is probably sitting on 9. If he wins the game, he'll feel good about himself.
Pig didn't have wheat there. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, Pig has a war in hand. So
6
like,
orders,
an-
nothing.
An 11 can still be winning.
Killer didn't lie about the mono, did he? I thought he just said
No.
I thought he
Sam
just.
said what Sam said is that the mono does not win him the game.
Right.
That's true. He did have a chance to win because he pulled for it, but the mono was only ever going to give him 2 cities.
6 is a great block.
See if Shanks can get a point here.
I think Pig has war though. I don't think Pig is missing war.
Pig's hand is full of ore. That's correct.
Yeah.
But there's no better block. Especially for Shanks, he needs the 6 to roll 4 times in a row for him to win the game.
Yeah, that is one thing. 2 9s is the game for Sam though.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually weird with all this production he has. There's not any 2 clean rolls other than 9-9 that win him.
Yeah.
Because 9-5, you're stuck. 9-4,
Yeah.
you're stuck. But he probably has a knight, so he'll be able to target steal a card.
I mean, at this point, it's basically either a knight, a mono, or a world builder. It's pretty crazy. Sam only said he didn't have a mono after Pig said he wouldn't give him the trade. Okay. Wow.
No,
This has been
Sam said that the mono was not winning. He didn't
Right.
say that he did.
Mm-hmm.
Pig probably thought that Sam said that he didn't have a mono, but the way Sam was answering the questions, he was saying that he was not winning with the mono.
Rose, right. Shanks looking to hit Pig again here. World build settle.
It would be fair to move it to the 10 just to keep him even lower on cards. Maybe if he's willing to move the knight, then he can get paid, but no one really has anything to pay him. 11. Oh. Mono.
Uh-oh. Oh, Pig mono. Is that a city? That's got to be a city then.
It's definitely a city. I don't think it's anything else.
Yeah, 4-10. Oh man. Well, a 10's just gonna wrap it. Jeez. Okay, both monos out. 8. Okay. I think a couple of 8s or a 10 might just end the thing here for Pig.
Pig's got like 3 left right there.
And that's interesting because it opens up Shanks potentially having a VP.
So Sam needs
9
to steal.
wins.
Sam needs to steal a wheat and hit a roll.
Yeah. I don't believe that the 9 wins for Killer. He has 2 sheep in hand.
If he steals a wheat, it does.
Yeah, if he steals anything. That's not an or.
It's pretty impossible to stop Pig at this point.
Oh my god. What a 6 for Shanks. And Shanks could be holding a VP here. We actually see... Oh, 9 nice out.
That was a
dev. Wow, well if that was pull for win, that means that Settle could have been the game there too. 15 cards in Shanks' hand. Now if that's a victory point, that might just be the game. Here we go. I'm in VC. I think is that game?
Don't think so.
I don't think so.
Go for it anyway.
I'll slide
Nah,
once.
maybe I just miss it, so
In the off chance.
probably not.
Did
Oh,
you have
wow,
win
that's-
without road there?
Whew. Rudy's on 10 cards.
No.
Okay, yeah. Gonna talk to
Shanks
Rudy.
bluffing a
before
knight there, I
he
think.
Crazy.
What? There we go.
GG.
Thing here,
Okay.
when you monoed me, Killa, I had win in hand, so
Yeah.
you monoed my win. And then I just didn't want to commit roads. I had 2 roads back then, but if I commit road, I think Rodix is fed road here.
That's why I was gonna
So,
predict my roads.
so the real point for me there, the real thing was, do I commit or not? Because I was afraid of Pig's mono. Because I think he would mono my wood. But then the 9 rolled and he monoed you, so it was very, very
No,
good with
that was
that.
too nice. I should have non-binded and then I won, but it was too nice.
Wow.
That was a good
was-
game though. That's fun.
Yeah, it was a good game. Well played, man.
Yeah,
GG
thanks.
Shanks.
GG, well played, yeah. I agree, was a very intelligent, wise game.
Yep.
Everyone played really well, I guess.
Yeah, that was really crazy, Griffin. What a game we got to cover here.
Yeah, that I feel spoiled. That was just
Yeah.
top. Really crazy game.
That had everything. I mean, it had everyone really had, it felt like a shot to, I think Rudix, if anything, was probably the furthest away from that. But Rudix did definitely get into a position where he was threatening, he could threaten the game with the right rolls.
Yeah.
Everyone
I mean,
really
we had
had a shot there.
We had a road flip. We had an army flip.
Yeah.
We had poles for the win.
We had 2 road
what,
flips.
What else? What else can you ask for? We had like
And
the big
insane mono
No
timing
scam.
as well.
no scams.
No scams.
extortion.
Yeah, and that mono from Sam actually pulling it back from the brink of defeat to put him right back into where he was before he lost Army. A better spot than where he was before losing Army. Yeah, unreal. Whew. I think he can't see the 12 like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Imagine if Pig did the 2 all for 1 sheep trade straight up, he would have won. Yeah, true.
You had the ores as well.
I
And I was
understand.
hoping
Yeah.
I was hoping Rudix would get enough roads where Shanks couldn't take it, but
Yeah, that's
it
fair.
didn't quite work out. But yeah, it was a tough call. Maybe the 6
Yeah,
was
man.
better.
Yeah.
Rudix actually had a road in hand.
Lev, do you want to interview the players?
Yeah, I'm so eager to watch this game back.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we can have lots of insights from it.
Yo, GG's, guys. What a game.
GG.
And
Great one.
congratulations on the win, Shanks. Another almost 2-hour game.
Yeah.
Very nice to have this one documented because you guys all made some classic VC deals, trades and such, but you actually, there was so much that happened in terms of the hand management, the trades, the win conditions, the expansions. Yeah, this was really entertaining to watch, and Griffin and I were just talking about how much we enjoyed seeing this game develop. Yeah, where to start? Shanks, I think the biggest probably point of contention from the game that you played was it ever a consideration to drop a road onto the desert and just prevent Rudix from ever playing that road game?
It was. I think I was looking forward to it for a long time, but I never had the opportunity. I mean, I had the connection, but after that, I didn't have one extra road.
Yeah, I guess that's the point that
So-
I guess we're talking about was instead of doing the connect, would it be to drop that road and still take road regardless?
Probably, but I'm also afraid of maybe Pig have a road builder, something, just make a deal and cut my connection. So I always prefer here to connect.
Fair enough.
But if I had a chance after that, I would drop the road for sure, because it would concede me road forever in this game.
Yeah, and you lost road and it looked like it might have been kept. I think you bluffed a knight on the last turn.
I bluffed, yeah. Yep.
Killa, you had a really electric start, making great trades, really flexible on the ports, nice rolls, even though the 9 was so quiet. I guess once you got to a point where Pig was starting to be fed army, and you were pulling back-to-back yachts, like yacht for dev, what did you think? Did you think your chances were better, worse? What were you thinking?
I think my dailies were pretty good. Can't really complain.
Mm.
If anything, it was just like not really hitting the winning roll on that one orbit. If you go back in the replay, it was like 3, 4, 5, 9 were all winning. And if Piggy hadn't taken the ore, then 10 would also have been winning.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and you had this really nice, this perfectly timed mono right after you lost army, and it seemed like it was just a hard downswing for you and Shanks. You pulled the mono, Shanks pulled the VP, and it's like game on again. You double citied. Yeah, you missed a couple of pulls to win. Very crazy. Was there anything that you felt was important to have done differently from your game?
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could have communicated a bit better with Rudix at the end, because before he was about to pass, I was gonna either help him or do something to get him more roads. Because, yeah, it's just like in that spot, Black was so close, you know?
Yeah.
And it was just, I think like a lot of times in these games, like there's a lot of balancing that happens, and people get like pretty exhausted by a certain point. I mean, you guys were just watching, but I'm sure it was pretty tiring to hear like people tell other people to do things over and over again.
Mm.
So I think by the end of it, people just get kind of tired and they either feel like they're in a spot where it's like done, like there's no more balancing that needs to happen, or they're just like, okay, I'm fed up with this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not saying that about Rudix, but it's just like, I wish I could have communicated a bit better. Yeah, that's it.
Fair enough. Pig, you had a pretty epic comeback story this game. You rolling no 8s for a very long time. Getting I guess you've had these devs for quite a while. It's 2 VPs in mono. Before you even started to get close to Army.
Yeah, I mean, mono was my first dev pool.
Nice.
I can't remember exactly when the VPs came out, but yeah, it was like maybe a night and then VP. It was like, yeah, I had the VPs pretty early on, which was good and bad, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that definitely led into an interesting endgame where feeding you Army. I was talking to Griffin. It may actually have been almost riskier, depending on what your devs were. It could have just given you a settle and a couple of rolls to City for the win with Army.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when it was like close to Army, like if I took it, it was only 7 points for a mono. I mean, which is still good, but it was still quite far, like lacking on the production a bit. But yeah, it was close in the end.
Well, for the record, I'm happy you took this 8-11 idea. I talked about it at the beginning of the placements as a potential out. That could be a bit more unorthodox than that 9-4, which is, I guess, more traditionally tempting, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ended up pretty interesting for you, basically cityless the entire game. And Rudix, you had a pretty brutal game. I definitely empathize for seeing you 7 out like 3-4 times this game.
Well, that's nothing new. That's basically my season in PL and like every single game for the past few months. But yeah, I mean, hindsight 2020, I don't think I would ever go for 5-8-10 anyway now. When I would place before that. Yeah. It's definitely 3-4-6 here. Yeah, because the idea was what I did, the 5-8-10, and then either get to 6-11 or the 3-5-11, and then just play for the road. Yeah. But the 8 just didn't hit. I was pretty far behind at the start.
Yeah.
And then,
no 8s was crippling for your setup because you don't even make a 1.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I think frankly, whether it was better for Shanks or not to drop that desert roll is one thing, but for you, if Shanks dropped that desert roll, you're in such a tough spot to make a comeback play. So it kind of worked out that at least you got into a position where you were pretty close at the end, at least to get 8 points.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, yeah, if he would have cut there, I don't know, I would have went for the small road settles on like the 5 brick and then stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it would have been tough. I would have ported more for like devs, but I don't know, the game would have definitely developed some other way.
Yeah, well, very close. And I guess you did have a roll right at the end in hand, but
I did, yeah, but at the time, I mean, I could have, like Killa said, we could have talked about it, but I just did not see a use for it, like, because anything gives Shanks, like, Shanks has another road in hand at the moment. So, like,
I
that
also
one
have
is not-
another road right now. So
Yeah,
if we go
yeah,
to 12,
yeah,
like 13.
Yeah, exactly. So, just did not see a use for it. I mean, I could have just wasted the 3 sheep at the end, but I mean, yeah, I did not see why I should.
Yeah, no, it's not your fault. I think
Yeah.
it happens.
All right. Well, this was a long game. Lot that went into it. Really cool to watch, and you guys kept it really civil. It was exciting. So just overall great game. So thank you for showing up and putting on a good show. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for streaming.
Thanks, David, for streaming. I'm very excited to see the replay both in your video and to ship.
Yeah, well,
Thanks.
this will be saved again for eternity. So see you in the next one. Good luck with the rest of the games, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, GG Shanks.
GG.
Good night. All right. Well, that was this incredible game featuring myself, featuring Griffin in the booth, featuring Rodog on the sidelines, and featuring all of you in chat. Quite the fascinating game. One of the best. I think CPI 4 now on 2 sheets really setting a new standard for the quality of games. The games we've had so far have been incredible, and I see no reason for that to stop happening. So keep up the good work, keep playing the good game, and we're going to build something here to remember forever. Historic event. GG's, thank you for coming by, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow for... hold on, actually, before I end stream, there are some games tomorrow, and I've added them all to the events list. Tomorrow there is one game. Tomorrow there's actually 2 games. No, tomorrow there's 1 game. No, it's after midnight. Tomorrow there's 1 game only, and I won't be covering it because it's very late. Kelly will be covering that game. That's E-Box, Julio, Kudal, and So Much Wood. Very interesting, very hype lobby, and the games after that are absolutely incredible. Make sure to check out the events in the CPI Discord to see what's upcoming. Very, very, very exciting games this week. That's it from me. See you next time. Have a good night. Peace.